Hello students, welcome to the online education mode provided by St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, affiliated under Maharishi Dayanand University Rohtak, approved by AICTE, Government of India. I am Ms. Prithishree Patnaik, working as an assistant professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering. In today's lecture, I am going to discuss about expert system. This video lecture is going to be fruitful for the students of BTech Computer Science as well as BCA students. Let's begin with today's topic. In previous lecture, we have discussed about the NLP as well as the learning that is important in the part of artificial intelligence or the development of intelligent system. What is natural language processing, as well as how an intelligent system can be fruitfully developed through the learning mechanism. Today we will be discussing what is an expert system. When I say expert, the term itself explains that expert person can be a specialized or a domain expertise. Let's have a definition. The expert system are the computer application developed to solve complex problem in a particular domain at level of extraordinary human intelligence and the expertise. Just like, let's take an example. To a layman, an expert system is something when we play any type of online games or mobile based games. The very common example, like everybody know about the KBC, that is Kaun Banega Crorepati. When a contestant or the participant get a struggle to clear one level, he or she has to take the help of an expertise to solve that query or solve that question to go down to the next level. Same way, in this expertise system, mostly the human intelligence is basically stored inside the knowledge base, and the inference engine is developed with the help of AI, artificial intelligence, that is been providing the rules, different kinds of rules and parameters by which the query that is been said by the user is easily been solved, or the most complex problems that comes to the user is easily been solved out. Mostly, let's take an example. Not only in India or any mostly in foreign countries, there are different types of different categories of expert systems are still in used. Let's take an example to medical diagnosis. Mostly medical diagnosis intelligent systems are also developed, installed as an app in mobile phones. Whenever any human being, let's say for example a patient is putting in a query that my name is Mr. John and I am in the age of 63 years old, today is my BP 160 above, what should advice that I used to take. So mostly what happened, this knowledge base has been developed will with the help of an expert advice support, where they are putting all the information that is required, and whenever a user is putting any query to to this expert system or to this intelligent machine, this is going to solve out all the query that is requested by the user by taking the help of inference engine as well as knowledge based. This inference engine is provide an interface by which a human being is going to interact with this expert system. The human being is putting a query or request to solve the complex problem. This expert system is taking that request from the user. Mostly the user is been developed a interface through NLP, that is natural language processing, where a human is going to understand the machine language as well as the machine is going to give the advice to the human being through the NLP parameters. Now let's begin with the characteristics of expert system. The expert system provides the characteristics like high performance. In terms of high performance, as we see, whatever the input parameters are given down to the expert system, it is also providing the same valuable desirable output to that. Understandable. Now it is also an important term that expert system need to understand what actually the query level or the complexity of the problem and how it is going to resolve the problem. Reliable, they are required to be reliable under any circumstances. Highly responsive, like whenever we put any query to the expert system, it is not denying that whether this problem is going to resolve or not. It is going to resolve the problem, and it is going to resolve the problems whatever the query that is provided by the human being. Next, come down, what are the capabilities that are been the expert system usually have. Expert system help to give a good advising support system. It is also instructing and assigning human with a good decision making, demonstrating to solve all the problem statement equally, deriving a particular feasible solution whatever the problems that are assigned to the expert system or the intelligence system. It helps in diagnosis also, explaining the each parameters of the problem due to what is the cause of that problem, or how we will be using the problem solving techniques to solve the query that are given by the users, interpreting the inputs parameter. Generally whenever the user is putting so different kind of input, so it helps to resolve the query level and supports to clear it. Predicting a good feasible result, justifying the conclusion the result that is given by the expert system should be matched with the conditions that are provided by the user, suggesting the alternative options to solve the problems. And like every machine has its pros and cons, like it also sometimes giving the also having some incapability, like possessing the human capability or not, producing the inadequate refining to their knowledge based system. Let's begin with the architectural part. The components of the expert system, mostly I prefer that the students should be focused to this particular topic. In most of the university, this is the frequently asked long question. Components of expert system or the architectural part of the expert system. The expert system comprises of three things, that is the knowledge based, inference engine, and user interface. Now this is actually the machine or the intelligent system or the intelligent machine that is developed by the human being, which is called as the expert system. The user may be that having an expertise knowledge or not, but whenever a user is putting a query to the expertise system, it is going to get the valuable result also. This expertise machine system internally have the three parts, that is knowledge based, inference engine, and user interface. The knowledge base is also associated with the knowledge engineers who all are working with the human expertise, giving and taking the input request or the output request to the knowledge base. Let's begin. What is the role of a knowledge base? Knowledge base is contain the domain specific and high quality knowledge. Actually, in order to develop an expert system, the knowledge base is somewhere like the database. It must have the big database source. The knowledge that is required must have exhibit the intelligence capacity. The expert system majorly depends upon the collectively high accurate type of and precise knowledge should be stored in the database. When the terms comes knowledge, what is exactly knowledge? Knowledge is nothing but it is a collection of facts and information and a past experience too. Rather, the knowledge base will be developed with the collection of all the domain data, information, and past experience that are combinedly together and placed over there. The components of knowledge base are mostly comes with two parts, that is the factual knowledge as well as the heuristic knowledge. When we say factual knowledge, it is the information widely accepted by the knowledge engineer and the scholars to have a task domain. Factual knowledge, whenever we are doing some kind of we are acquiring some kind of a knowledge, the information is depend upon the factual knowledge, as well as something we take the heuristic value also. The knowledge which is completely depend upon the facts, that is the factual knowledge. When we say about the heuristic, it is a practice or accurate judgment that one ability with the evaluation or guessing of an guessing parameter acquiring that particular knowledge. Now the knowledge that has been stored out, or the knowledge that has been developed with the knowledge, but it must have a representation manner, which is also in terms we say that knowledge acquisition. The knowledge representation is the method used to organize or formalize the knowledge base in the form of like if then else rule. These are the algorithm based. In the unit 2 will be more focused with how the knowledge representation is been done by using first order predicate or like semantic nets, or we come across with predicate logic, the way we are representing the knowledge over there. Now the terms when comes to mind, what is knowledge acquisition? The success of any expertise system majorly depends upon the quality and completeness and accuracy of the information that is stored in the database. Because whenever the user is putting any query to the intelligent system, and the inference engine is going to search all the data part that is available in the knowledge based only. So it is very important that the expertise system must solely depend upon the quality and completeness of and accuracy of the information that has to be stored. The knowledge base is formed by various type of experts, scholars and knowledge engineers. They are been working on behalf of them. The knowledge engineer is a person who has the ability or the quality of a quick learning mechanism or quick analytical studies that he can be performed. In the same way, he can be use the expertise techniques to solve the query that has been given down by the inference engine. Inference engine is the second important core part of the intelligent system or the expert that we are developing an expert system. It is mostly, we say it is the brain. Let's say it is the brain of the system, which is mostly developed by the artificial intelligence techniques. Using the efficient procedures and rules by the inference engine is essential and deductive to a correct and flawless solution. So the inference engine is the only one who will be looking after to take all the query that are given by the user or the user interface, and it has also been working as a middle level in between the knowledge based as well as into the user. It will collect the information or it will collect the request that is given to the user interface. Again, it is going to process out that, further it will be proceeding the same to the part of knowledge base. Once the retrieving solution is been designed by the knowledge engineer, further the inference engine is developing all the different rules to solve the particular problem and give to desired result. In case of rule based expert system, it is mostly include apply different rules or that depends upon the fact with which the rule application can be formulated so as to solve the problem in a easier way or to resolve through by using different reasoning techniques. To the recommendation of the solution, inference engine allows the inference engine allows to have the two type of strategy, that is forward chaining and backward chaining. When we say forward chaining is mostly to grasp that what exactly is happening to the next, because the future is unpredictable. Whenever we are making a feasibility of any problem, so we need to understand that how this problem has occurred and what is the prediction of that problem to the future world. So in case of forward chaining, this strategy mostly applicable with the expert system in order to predict that how the problems that are been divided into different facts and what all rule system that can be used. In the below diagram as it is explained, the inference engine follows the chain of condition and derivation and finally deduce the outcome. It considers all the facts and rules and sort them before conducting any particular solution. This strategy are also mostly applicable for prediction of share market. Let's say there are different examples, so we can consider here we come across with the 4 problems that are factually analysis, and to solve that 4 problems, let's say 2 problems have been associative and 2 problems have been conjunction mode. Now when we are applying the and or problems, suppose we are taking one decision with these 2 problems and we are taking 2 more decision 2 with these problems. Now when we make feasible of decision and one, finally we take together to form a decision, final decision to solve that problem. Same way when we come across with backward chaining, the backward chaining is mostly comes with the backward path analysis. It is the strategy by which an expert system find out the answer to the question why this has happened or what was the reason of the past history that problem has occurred many times, or what was the reason stored in the past history. We need to analyze that. Just take an example of a human being suffering from blood cancer. On the basis what happened exactly, how the inference engine is trying to sort out the problem and how it can be diagnosed. It is always required to find out the history of that problem, and it is follow in the backward path. Now find out the solution of the major problem, then find out the what all the decision support system working to that problem, and then come to the problem main part from where the occurrence of the problem has started. नेक्स्ट कम विद द पार्ट ऑफ यूजर इंटरफेस. यूजर इंटरफेस इज द प्लेटफॉर्म और ये एक माध्यम होता है. यूजर इंटरफेस प्रोवाइड द इंटरेक्शन बिटवीन द यूजर टू द expert system, and it generally work with the platform of natural language processing. The processing will take both sides. It take the user request from the user side as well as the result that has been developed by the expert system. It is going to deliver the correct output so that a human being could able to understand how the intelligent system has performed the task, and it is going to get a valuable result. It explains how the expert system has arrived at a particular recommendation, and it mostly interact with natural language processing or that visualization display to this on screen part. Verbal narration that is also required to interact the user to the machine, listening the number of rules that are been confined to them. And let's take a brief example over there. In this diagram it has been clearly mentioned. We have a knowledge based here, like C is used sitting in front of a computer putting in a query to the inference engine. Now when inference engine is taking that query, it definitely put that to a memory waste. When that is put into the memory base, the knowledge base has been developed with the help support of a expert system developer, where it is putting the query to the knowledge based engineer. Again this engineer is taking the help of a subject expertise to solve that query, and by retrieving the result it provides to the developer, and the same information is stored in the knowledge base. Whenever this query is been put to the inference engine, it going to search out all the information that is stored in the knowledge base, and again it helps to give the desirable output to this human being. Next we found some limitation also, that technological advance it's been there. Now no technology, still we are under the platform of big data or data analytics science. So there are many type of knowledge actualization process are still continuing, and it is also very hard to analyze the NLP systems. There are few drawbacks, still researchers are working on that. So let's have a look what all the applications of this expertise systems are there. In terms of design domain, if we could say, there are we have camera lenses are applicable in Android phones or iOS phones, automobile designing there. In the field of medical, this helps to diagnose, reduce the diseases, observe the data collection, medical observation or medical transcription scripts are also generated. Monitoring systems are also used with the comparing the data, mostly used in the field of data analytics. Process control systems are also generated, how to make the PID controllers that are used inside the industrial line. Also it is going to develop helps in the KDD process of data mining, that is knowledge domain expertise, finding out the faults that is occur in the vehicles or the computers. In finance or commerce, it is help to make a good decision making, making good decision support system or fraud detection part, stock market agencies, and many more. Now what all the technologies that are been required to develop the expertise system, like the programming languages are developed to develop a software coding. Similarly, to develop a system expertise system, there are several technological strategies also required. Expert system development required to be a good environmental study, environment where the tool or the software part could be easily deployed. What all the type of languages that are required, like we have the operating system like workstation mode or microfilms or multitasking supporting systems are also used. They are mostly going to interact or develop with the high level languages other than programming languages, or the symbolic programming languages, or like list programming languages or Prolog. These are the software tools by which we could be writing the script part. They must have a very large database system. The tools that are providing have a very good powerful editors and debugging tools, like they must be in a rapid prototype manner, because frequently the input and output parameters are sometimes been changing. This would be provide a good, reliable, and versatility, tools to get input and output orders. SL is nothing but an expert system without a base knowledge. SL provide developer with a knowledge actualization, inference or user interface in explanatory part. SL can be developed by using the JavaScript knowledge. For very recently we come across with a cell which is developed with the name of Vidwan, the National Center of Software Technology in Mumbai. They have been developed with Vidwan cell structure of an expert system that use the rules, use the formulation of if then rules. Now come down, what are the general steps that is required to develop a expertise system? What the first thing is that you need to understand the problem domain. First step, you need to understand the problem domain. The problem must be suitable for the expertise to solve it, and the expertise domain must have a predefined specialist or the expertise knowledge based engineer to solve that problem. What all design strategy are required? Identifying the expert system technologies most reliable and in current integration to system. Before designing part, develop the prototype initially for a knowledge base so that the knowledge engineer can acquire the knowledge domain expertise rules, and then it forms the if then else rules that is going to helpful in the part of inference engine. Then after developing the prototype, it is required to test and refine the prototype, because until unless the testing procedure is not completed, if there is a bug or error comes out, it is going to be very difficult to manipulate or debug that code again and again. So first of all, develop a prototype, test and refine the product, then develop the complete steps of the expertise system. Then we need to go for the maintenance part also. When we talk about the benefits of a expertise system, it must be benefit providing availability, easy to available due to mass production of the software products in the in IT sectors. Less production cost, but would be easily cost enable and can be eco-friendly when used. Speed, expertise system must give the speed length of resolving the higher complex problem, less error rate also, because as we are getting the desirable result as compared to expected result, the error rate is quite less. Reducing the risk, they can be work in environmental dangerous to human beings. Sometimes we, while solving major critical problems, human beings are get injured. So when we use the expertise system, so it reduce the risk and make the human being more liable. Now steady response, they work steadily without getting emotional or tense or fatigue. This expert system are working throughout 24/7. They never denied that I am overloaded, I'm not giving any answer. So this is the expert system lecture we have studied. So I request the students to go through with the notes properly and focus on the part of expert system architecture, knowledge, inference and user interface. This is the long question in most of the university you will be come across. So thank you so much for this lecture.